Hi guys, this is Siddharth here from the SNS Cricket Diaries. Just a quick update on what's the news that's recently trickling in from the world of cricket. In the world of Indian cricket, Rohit Sharma has announced his retirement from Test match cricket. So that means that we are now going to look for a new captain for the England Test series, which is about to begin in a few weeks' time. In fact, um, it's going to be very tricky for the Indian team to and the Indian selectors especially to find a new captain because during Rohit Sharma's time as a Test match captain, uh, we haven't been able to groom any up and coming player to the extent to which we he could be naturally appointed as the captain. Yes, we've had Bumrah stepping in from time to time. There have been rumors about Shubman Gill getting the vice captaincy. In fact, when the Indian selectors announced recently a squad for India A, which was about to tour England, and Rohit Sharma, in fact, was included in that team. But there were rumors that probably Shubman Gill would be made the vice captain because Jasprit Bumrah had not been made the vice captain, keeping in mind his workload. But at that point of time, it was not sure whether Rohit Sharma would retire or not. And I'm sure the selectors would have had conversations with him. It comes as a news for us, but definitely not for the selectors or Rohit Sharma himself. It was not a sudden decision for him. Yes, he opted out of the last Test match at the Sydney Cricket Ground, and then he told the broadcaster Star Sports that he was not going to retire from Test cricket anytime soon. This was just in the interest of the team. However, we just thought that probably that was just something for the PR of Rohit Sharma to work on. But now the fact that he has retired, it's come as a shock, definitely, but not as a huge surprise because Rohit Sharma had clearly been struggling the last particular season of Test cricket that had gone by, starting with the Bangladesh series, then a miserable three Test series against New Zealand at home, not just for him personally, but for the Indian team, losing 3-0 at home and then losing the Test series in Australia, where we had a proud record in the last two tours, winning overseas over there. Um, so not a good time for Rohit Sharma as a Test batter. He has said that he will continue to play in the ODIs, and I think with his form in the recent Champions Trophy as well as the IPL that has been going on, shows that he still has it in him to perform in the ODIs. But it's going to be interesting now to see who will be the captain. Would Virat Kohli probably be asked to captain the Indian team maybe one last time on the Indian tour? Remember, this is the start of a new World Test Championship cycle for India. The Indian cricket team is touring England after a gap of about 3 4 years. We haven't won in England for I mean almost 17 years. 2007 was the last time when under Rahul Dravid we defeated England 1-0 in a three-test series. Five Test series takes its toll, so I don't know whether they'll make Virat Kohli or the captain will they will ask him and whether he will accept it or not at this late stage in his career where he himself is struggling for runs in Test cricket. Remember, he also did not have a very good Australian tour. Just had that one knock of 100 at Perth, but otherwise, apart from that, nothing else to show. So he also will have to really get into the mode of Test cricket, Test match batting. Remember, he would be coming off a gluttony of T20 internationals. I mean T20s in the IPL, and then previously prior to that he played the Champions Trophy. So a lot of white ball cricket, but I guess he will play some form of red ball cricket before the Test series against England. Probably some games for India. I don't know. We'll have to see that. The other possible options would be probably, um, considering the fact that Shubman Gill I mean, he had shown some consistency in the home series against New Zealand. He was one of the few batters. Rishabh Pant is another one who has the credentials to become a good captain, although his captaincy in the IPL has been nothing to write home about. He's himself been struggling for runs. And remember, he also did not have a very good Test series at all. In fact, a miserable series for Rishabh Pant against Australia. Just that I guess one half century in the game against in the game in Sydney. Although it was a hard fought half century because he really had to struggle for his runs and the Indian team folded around him in that particular Test match. But again, he did not have anything of the kind of series that he had in 2020 2021 against Australia. So he also is coming with very few runs under his belt. I don't know whether they have dropped Jasprit Bumrah from vice captaincy, so it's very hard to imagine them making him the captain now. So I guess they will have to make someone who is a batter and who's experienced, who can command that kind of respect from the team. So I'm just looking at Virat Kohli, to be very honest. I don't know what the selectors would do, but it'll be good to see when it'll be interesting to see whenever the name is announced. So sort of upheaval for the Indian team in Test cricket. Remember, we have not had a great few months in Test matches. Rohit Sharma's legacy, if I were to talk about as Test captain, it's sort of shaky. Uh, he has. He was the captain under whom India lost 3-0 at home. Just imagine it was. You can't even imagine the Indian team losing 3-0 at home against New Zealand, a team against whom, at least since the last so many decades, we hadn't even lost a single Test match, let alone a Test series. So yes, there are a lot of stains on his profile or on his CV as a Test match captain. Um, Again, he has played some good knocks in Test cricket. Um, the ones that come to mind are probably the Chennai Test match 100 against England, the 100 at the Oval against England, and also against Australia in Nagpur when he scored a century. Remember, India had been playing on very tricky pitches of late at home, and Rohit Sharma was one of the few batters along with Rishabh Pant who actually stood out if you look at the numbers. But again, it's been a career that has had a lot of lows and few highs in terms of Test cricket. Remember, he was supposed to debut back in 2010 against South Africa when MS Dhoni was the captain, but of an injury at the last moment, and he had to opt out, and Ridhwan Saha played that Test. Then he finally made his debut in the series against West Indies, which was Sachin Tendulkar's last. He scored a 177 in his first innings, backed it up with another century in the second Test match at Mumbai, which was Sachin Tendulkar's last Test. And over the years, it was up and down till he actually started opening in 2019. And that's when he made his mark in Test cricket, centuries at home, century against England, as I told you earlier. So, he made the most of his talent as a batter, but definitely not as much as he would have liked. He's still a giant in ODIs, but he will have to work his way through if he wants to keep himself fit for the 2027 ODI World Cup, where India will try to go one better than what they did last time. So that's the news from the SNS Cricket Diaries. Rohit Sharma has retired from Test cricket, and we'll soon upload a new video. Yeah, take care. Bye.